Ba-doom, ba-doom, but this is the intro. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. It's the Daily Deep Heart Ed podcast back at you again on a good Wednesday. Just wanted to come to y'all again, like always. Let you know that I'm here for the love. I'm here for the comments. I'm here for everything. I'm in my bed right now because that's how we doing it right now. I'm just in my bed right now. I'm just relaxing. I'm actually really tired from work. I'm planning on going to sleep early, to be honest. So, anyway, today I guess my topic is flirting. Where does it get you? Where is it supposed to get you? And also, I joined a polyamory group on Facebook. Black and Poly, I think is what it is. Um, Mostly, really, just to share my book. They're not really responsive in that group because I responded to posts, gave opinions on things. Nobody says anything. Like, they don't really comment on posts after the person posted. There's no real conversation going on as far as I can see. But anyway, I guess we could just touch on flirting. How do you flirt? How do I flirt? Mostly, I feel like flirting is what exactly is flirting first? Let's look that up. Let's look up flirting. Y'all know, or maybe you don't know. I love my Merriam-Webster's dictionary app. Let me see real quick what I got for y'all. Oh yeah, shout out to my baby boy that's right now doing some wrestling and probably kicking some butt. So flirt, to move erratically, to behave amorously without serious intent. That's flirting. So to show superficial or casual interest or liking. Now, you've probably never looked up the word flirting. So you may feel what it is, or you may be like, So what I just took from that is what I've kind of known. Amorous, that's amorous, love. So it's kind of like acting like you love everything this person is actually doing, but you don't have any intent past that moment. You know. And of course, I'm recording this for YouTube, so y'all gonna have to start checking them videos out. But today, I posted on my Instagram that today I was gonna try not to flirt. Mostly because I feel like like it doesn't really get me the satisfaction that it used to. It just doesn't. Like, I well, I won't say I like. It just comes natural. But the reason why I try not to flirt, really, honestly, is because my intentions are all bad when I flirt. Like, I know that I'm not trying to be in a relationship. So, what's the point of flirting? Because the other person might take it, a little bit more serious than I'm taking it, and they might, not like it. But so what I wrote was today. I wrote this at how many hours ago? 7 hours ago. So that's basically, a little bit after I got to work. Today, my goal is to not flirt at all and no swiping on any dating apps. I'm going to try this one day at a time. This is about focus and discipline. If I failed already without knowing, my bad. It's a process. Then I wrote a caption. I said, as I was making this post, true story, I got a match on Bumble. Charlemagne the God said in his books, Black Privilege and Shook Ones, he knew that if he wanted his woman back, he would have to focus on only getting her back and not on any new vagina. I'm paraphrasing. And not that I am actively trying to get my ex back. I am trying to be focused on myself, my work, and my values. And maybe I will reach my goal of being so great and successful mentally that I won't feel the loss of her anymore. Then I quoted Drake. I think I'm addicted to naked pictures and sitting and talking about bitches that we almost had. You know, the Marvin's Room song. So I feel like flirting can get you into some things that you may not actually want and you may not actually want to, you know, pursue. So what's crazy about that is I was listening to let me find their podcast. So shout out Subtle Alchemy. I was listening to their podcast today, got a DM from them and they, basically said, hey, thanks for the follow. Check us out. So I was like, all right, I'm going to check you out. Now, normally sometimes we say stuff like, I'm going to check you out, and then we really don't. But it was something about them. I'm into, The Alchemist. That's that's a really good story by Paulo Coelho. Coelho, if I'm saying it right. Gotta check that out. The Alchemist. And I'm into, all the philosophy and things like that. So let's look up alchemy real quick. Just, this is just so we can have direct definitions. So, alchemy, a medieval chemical science and speculative philosophy aiming to achieve the transmutation of the base metals into gold, the discovery of a universal cure for disease, and the discovery of a means of indefinitely prolonging life, a power or process that changes or transforms something in a mysterious or impressive way. The practitioners of financial alchemy, inexplicable or mysterious transmuting. So, again, their podcast is Subtle Alchemy. And so what happened was, I'm listening. I decided I'm going to check them out because that's an interesting name. I can go on and on. I was actually listening to Carla Wilmaris. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly. Her podcast is the Shit I'm 30 podcast. She does classes also for Idea to Launch. I was listening to her too. And she was talking about the importance of a name and choosing names and stuff like that. But anyway, so Subtle Alchemy actually, in the episode I chose was, I believe, their latest episode. It's levels to this. I'm only 18 minutes left. I was listening to it while I was at work. But anyway, a segment came up where they were talking about flirting. And one of the young ladies on the episode was basically saying like they actually just like to flirt. Period. Plain and simple. They like to flirt. But they don't want the guys to think that it means anything. And I feel like, honestly, like I told y'all before, I think like girls just like me. I think all girls want to be with me. Not be with me. But I think all women are attracted to me. That's what I said. I don't really know about that lately. I don't know if we should get into that. Stroke my ego a little bit. I need it. But no. Anyway, just joking. But she just likes to flirt. And the thing is, it comes natural for me. So like today at work, I kept seeing this one amazingly beautiful woman. But like I said, I told myself today on my Instagram, not flirting today. The reason I'm not flirting today is because I'm trying to be more focused. So I was like, I'm going to stay away from that. And so far, I'm successful. So far, success. I have not done I haven't texted nobody today that hasn't texted me first. And I've wanted to. But I haven't. This is the magic shirt that was passed on back and forth between me and my ex, actually. This is how we knew that we were still coming back together. Now I have it. That means she's probably not going to come back because I have it. that's just the way the game works. When I have the shirt, it's mine. So it's going to take a lot for her to come back. But anyway, she left it the last time. Anyway, I love this shirt. I had the shirt for years. She knew that I love shirts with ladies on it. That's like my favorite type of t-shirt. A t-shirt with a woman on it. Anyway. So yeah, I listened to the podcast and I was thinking to myself, is it teasing? That's what it is? Like, is it teasing? Is that why, she likes it? Because, women want to be desired, right? Women want to be desired. But they only want a certain level of that attention. They don't want that attention to always go to the extreme. So it's like, where do we fall in line? Because I'm pretty much, I don't want to say I am the same way. I like to flirt for the wrong reasons. I like to flirt for the attention and then for the possibility of a sexual encounter. Now, that's very unlikely in most situations. This ain't TV, this ain't a movie. People could take it completely wrong in a workplace, in a public place, so I try not to. But when I do, it's just basically friendly, me being friendly. If I'm the type of person that if I'm out to eat and somebody's in front of me, I don't mind buying the person behind me, if it's somebody, if I'm physically attracted, if it's a woman that I'm physically attracted to, I don't mind buying her drink, her coffee or whatever. That actually happened to me once, long time ago. I'm standing in line, I'm getting a coffee and a chocolate chip cookie from Specialties. And this is the type of stuff that, you think about randomly, like right now. I guess it's not random, but I'm standing in line at Specialties and I'm actually with a coworker, and she goes, I'm about to buy my stuff, and then she goes, that lady just, told the cashier, pointed at you and said, I'll pay for his. I didn't even notice the lady. I never even noticed her. And from that moment on, I was just like, really? This random lady just, I know it was a white lady. It was a white lady. But I'm saying I didn't see her, I didn't get a good look at her basically or whatever. Anybody know what that is? Le Dimanche Neo? I guess I never even really paid attention to the words on this shirt. But I'm the type that I don't mind doing stuff like that. Or, telling a woman you look amazing today, or, you look beautiful. But a lot of times I don't know what to say next, because what I'm going to do, get her phone number and talk and have fun and really genuinely like her as a human being, as a person, and then still have feelings for someone else the whole time. So that's kind of an issue for me. I was also listening to, remember I was telling y'all about the FHO stuff. No, I keep saying FHO. It's HFO, the hands-free orgasm stuff. Anyway, I don't listen to that no more. It's not that I don't know if it works or it's silly or whatever, but I'm I'm not really trying to, that it takes a lot. Most of those videos range from 25 minutes to 1 hour or more. Don't nobody got that much time to be sitting there waiting for words to make you orgasm. It's weird anyway. Boom. Maybe if I got a nice Sunday afternoon alone one day. But anyway, there was more, videos, and it was talking about building up the confidence of a man, through hypnosis. And I don't want to know. I don't know if it worked or not, but I feel like I don't like rejection because I don't fully understand it. If a woman rejects me, it doesn't really compute. Like, maybe that's just me. Maybe if I got some guy listeners, you can, weigh in. But it doesn't really commute to me when a woman doesn't like me. It doesn't really commute. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Maybe that's what happens when you get 80 to 90% of women that you have a conversation with kind of gravitate to you and let you know that you're a good looking guy, you're handsome, you clean up good. Maybe it's that, I don't really have any problems with my face as far as me thinking about how I look. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But so I don't really like rejection. So I don't I mean, I have the confidence, but at the same time I'm like, if this woman tells me something that I don't want to hear, I'm not gonna take it well. Not like on take it out on her or anything, but I'm just gonna be thinking about it. I'm gonna be wanting to know why, and you can't be like, well, why don't you want to talk to me? Why don't you want to give me your number? So I just rather stay away from it. But then you end up on the dating apps, and that's what I said also. So I'm gonna not use the dating app. So I actually deleted them off my phone. Because also, remember when I was telling you I was doing my promotion for my podcast on there? Um, this actually happened twice, but I think it was Tinder actually banned me. This is like the third or fourth time that I've been banned from Tinder, and it's not from doing anything. It's from promotions or like giving websites and stuff like that to my music and stuff. Well, that's as far as I think, because I don't really I might flirt a lot or whatever, but anyway, ban me from doing the promotions because I wasn't even talking to nobody. I just it would happen one day. I sent my link to everybody to the podcast and the book and everything, and then the next morning I looked and it was like my account didn't work. But anyway, whatever, who cares? I still had another account. But anyway, so no swiping, no none of that. No DMs. I did DM someone today because I was like, I want to send you my book. It's an amazingly, beautiful woman, Nefertiti. She was actually on the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and she just sounded great. So I looked her up and ended up DMing her. That's how you got to network sometime. But it wasn't really about network. When I hit her up, I was like, I really want to see what she looked like. She was amazingly beautiful also. Like, it's almost like, how in the world are these women made? That's how beautiful she is. She's amazing. She's a boss. So we ended up, she don't really be paying me no real attention, but she responds. So I asked her if I could send her my book. She said yes. She said I could send it to her lawyer's office. Whatever. I'm gonna send it. But anyway, I wasn't flirting though. But so no flirting at all today. I gotta say, it wasn't necessarily hard, but it wasn't easy because I'm the type of person, I do love attention. I like to get attention from women. I like to text, whether it ain't talking about nothing. I like to get that attention. And today was a very, very, very dry day. It was dry. It was so dry. I'm like, really? But the thing about it is, since I didn't text nobody today, I realized didn't nobody text me either. So I guess, it's time to start all over. You know what I'm saying? if you text people, and you've seen this before too, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, it's the first time I didn't text nobody today and I didn't get no text. Like, really, I didn't get no text. But I look at this now as I'm keeping the line open for someone who actually wants to hear from me. So I'm really going to try to stick to that. I'm really trying to stick to it. I'm not going to be putting myself out there as much. I'm not going to be as available as, like I've been in the recent, years, like a long time, because I've always made myself available. Because I used to tell my brother, like a while ago, the song Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Like, that was me. Like, when it came to getting a girl, like, I don't care. I'll say whatever I need to say to get her. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be in love, just trying to win one time. So I would say whatever needed to be said. Not lie, you know what I'm saying? But, double text, triple text, whatever. It is what it is. But it put me in a position, today where I'm like, and this isn't the first time I've just laid off of, texting and apps and stuff. But today I think I really want to work at that, because I can't, like, I don't want to. I'll say that. I'll say I don't want to put myself out there no more. I feel like a lot of times I put myself out there, I make myself so available to women that they kind of feel like they can talk to me whenever they want, talk to me any kind of way they want. And I'm a nice person, but a lot of times I'm like, I'm not really that nice. So if you're coming through, come through. But if it's not that, then you don't get to talk to me any kind of way. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I just feel like it's not doing anything for me, And obviously everybody knows, like, I miss my ex. So basically the other night, I had to pray about it. I had to pray, like, what's next for this situation? Like, please, Lord, forgive me for my sins, and I wanna be better. I'm trying to do a lot right now with the podcast, with the book. Oh yeah, I always gotta shout out the book, Novella Noir. It's on Amazon. Pick it up, Sometimes and Forever. Um, I really was just like, I want to be better, and I want to be focused. So I I'm just at that point now where it's just like, this gotta work. And again, it's not about making money off of the podcast. Like, the podcast itself can possibly make money when you get ads and sponsors, and you sell stuff from it. Like, I just shout out my book and stuff like that. But this podcast is really about meeting people and networking. Like, I'm not a natural, like, I didn't set out to be a speaker. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what this podcast is about. This podcast is really about, you know, venting, getting my feelings out, um, leaving memories. That's a big one for me. Like, these are real documented feelings. When it's all said and done, this is going to be recorded somewhere. Like, I wish that I could get physical copies of all of this, because, you know, it's all being uploaded, but it's also on file. So what I plan on doing is backing all of this stuff up on, like, flash drives and stuff like that. Sorry for the yawn, but, this is stuff that my grandkids are going to be able to hear. Like, if something was to happen to me, like, my son could pull these files up and have my voice forever. So that's what the bigger thing is for me, for my family. Like, this is stuff that, maybe stuff they never heard me talk about, or, so that's what I was really just praying to God about, is like, hey, like, I'm just at a place now where it's just like I know what it is that I want. It's not really time to only be talking about playing and having fun, although I encourage that. Always play and have fun, but that's not it. It's about getting to where I need to be. And this isn't an age thing. This is a general getting, experience thing. I was going to say getting older thing, but it's really not about age. I don't want this to be about age. It's not about age. It's about the experiences. I want to experience more. I want to meet more people that want to do the same things that I want to do. So I was talking to, Mainland today because she's really wanting to do the whole podcast thing, and I'm like, you just you're ready, but you're not ready. So let's not rush it. So let's like prep better, think of segments, things like that or whatever. So the Dip and Sauce podcast is going to be something special. It's really going to be something. Maybe it needs a relaunch. We only did 4 episodes, so but back to this whole flirting thing and stuff like that. That was my main reason behind it all. Was like, I don't want to lead nobody on. I just want to do my thing and make something of myself. That's what I want to do. I want to come home. I want to write more. And I have been, writing my other story, which is basically nonfiction. It's about my life, the failures and how it ties into music and relationships as well. So, been kind of editing, the first 30 pages of that. Like it's like so much and not enough at the same time. So it's a lot more work that got to go into that. But it's chronicling all of my relationships and stuff like that. I'm saying relationships, but not like girlfriend, because I really only had 2 girlfriends. But when I say relationship, I mean girls that I talked to, stuff like that. Girls that were like before adulthood girlfriends, high school relationships and elementary and that kind of stuff, whatever. So that'll come. I don't want to say it's coming soon because I have no idea when I'll be able to even, really get down to it and finish it. But yeah. That's just how I was feeling today. It's like I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's probably something that I said I was going to come back to and probably didn't, but I can't really rewind this right now. Y'all see, I didn't take no notes, but hopefully I covered, a lot. Who knows, right? Who knows? Oh, that's my leg. I don't like to wear clothes. Nah, I got shorts on. But what I want to leave y'all with, I'm going to pick up the book. And I'm going to read just a little bit. How about that? I'm going to read a little snippet from it. A little something. I don't know where I'm going to even start. I think I'm going to just flip through these pages real quick. I'm going to flip through the pages and just see where I land. It's more than likely, probability it's going to end somewhere in the middle. But you tell me when to stop. Let's count to 5 and then stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start from the top of the page. And I'm going to read maybe 2 pages. Saving him from lying or telling the truth, perhaps, Addie replies. Do you still want a daughter with her? An even harder question. But Jay was not going to lie about a potential future child that he had already named in his own mind. Yes, if Michelle got pregnant, I'd want to have a child with her, okay? And Addie turned over in bed and cried herself to sleep. Jay dreamt that he was in Atlanta with Michelle. They were supposed to be meeting up in front of her place, but she was late, and she wasn't responding to texts, and she wasn't picking up her phone. Jay couldn't believe this was happening again. It was his first time visiting her in Atlanta, and she wasn't home. I think I may have read this to y'all already. I did. I'm going to skip. If you listen to the podcast, then you know this part already. And I talked about it in my episode with Shayona, so we're skipping. Let's go somewhere else. Do this for 3 seconds. 1. From there. 2. 3. Oh, we got to part 6. Right at the part 6. I'm not gonna start at the top. I'm gonna start at part 6. So, camera ready? Y'all ready? Okay. Part 6. Jay, babe, Michelle is in love with you, said Addie, out of what seemed to be nowhere. Jay was falling asleep, and this made his eyes pop open. He didn't know. Where am I? He didn't know if he should respond or not, so he waited to see if Addie was going to follow up on her statement. She did, and Addie began to speak. I know she is. When I went to Atlanta, we talked. A lot. You didn't tell her I was a Pisces also. Did you know she got into astrology a few years ago? And just like I told you, Pisces and Leos are not compatible at all. Do you know she writes poems about you? She told me about when you first met and how she had seen you walking around a damn carnival alone. She said she saw you get on a Ferris wheel or something. She said she followed you from ride to ride and saw you playing games again alone. She was with family, and apparently she escaped them and went on a mission to approach you. And then she lost you. She said you had disappeared, and then she saw you exiting the carnival. But by the time she got to the parking lot, you were in the car, and she actually stopped you from backing into another car that was backing out. Jay lay there just listening. Hearing this story from Addie after so long made him smile and made him anxious. He took over the story in his best sleepy voice. You two must have really been drunk, babe. That was a story we made up together to tell people. We met at a club here in Oakland. But to finish that story, Jay took on a storytelling voice like he was talking to a child. I gotta edit that. Talking to a child. Anyway, she sprinted up to the car and banged on the window. I was so shook I pressed on the brakes, and she stepped away from the window, and I rolled the window down. It was dark, but she looked familiar, and I thought I knew who she was, but within seconds I realized I didn't know her, but she was so pretty. We talked for a bit in the parking lot, and long story short, we ended up driving to Disneyland that night. I want to hear the club story, said Addie in an almost annoyed voice. Take out the carnival and trip to Disneyland. Why are you bringing this up? You good? Asked Jay. I was just thinking, what if we were a throuple? A throuple. Yeah, it's like a couple, but the three of us. I know what it is. Where is this coming from? You can't be serious. But I am. You're never going to give up on her. And even though she says she doesn't want a relationship with you, she still wants you. She wants you how she wants you, and she doesn't want a kid, and we both already have one each, so she could be an extra mommy. I've been reading about this, and I know you have also. We just need to see where her head is. I call, but Jay's face began to warm up. His stomach suddenly felt empty. Addie had no idea that Michelle might be pregnant. And Jay had no idea if she was or not because she hadn't said anything to him since she left to go back to Atlanta 2 months ago. I'm going to end it right there. I'm not reading all these pages because y'all got to go buy it. But anyway, I don't really got much left. It's the Daily Deep Heart Ed podcast. Still, try to be consistent for y'all. That's the key. That's the key. Let's do this. Let's take this ride together. Yeah. Love, love, love. What's this, like episode 37? I think I hit 50 episodes as far as everything I recorded, but y'all know I did 2 uploads were 2 songs, Weirdos and the Memory Lane song. And, I've also been doing the quick rants, and then I've also been doing the Dip and Sauce podcast also. So those are added in. So technically for the Daily Deep Heart Ed, it's really only been like 36, 37. But as far as me talking to y'all, 48 episodes with 2 bonus special song episodes. So that is a great accomplishment. I'm going to continue to do this. Let them numbers grow. I'm going to keep coming back, keep bringing y'all guests. Make sure make sure you use the number. Let me actually, I haven't really said the number on here too much because I be feeling lazy, but I got to stop halfway doing stuff. So the phone number to call in is 650-564-4579, or you can just go to my Instagram at IDLAMAR, at IDLamar, and you can click the message tab and it'll email me or it'll text me. One or the other. Actually, yeah, the contact tab. So it has my email and it has my actual phone number on there. So one or the other, hit me up. Let me know what y'all think of the podcast. Don't forget to, rate, subscribe, review, share, all of that to your people. I'm just trying to do, my best out here, being productive. And yeah, hit me up. And if you flirt with me and try to tempt me, I might fall for it. All right, I'm out. Boom.